Hi, it's been a while since I made a video, this kind of video. I just wanted to mention a little bit about the Apple event that was announced a couple of months ago, but the actual event was, I think it was about a week ago or so. As the rumors said, there was a new iPhone, well actually two new iPhones, and they were expecting a new iPad and that kind of stuff, but that didn't happen. But the new iPhones, the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus, I have been thinking about a couple of months ago that of course the new iPhone is supposed to be a little bit bigger than the 4-inch, the 5C and the 5S. So I think a lot of Apple geeks out there is kind of happy now that they will put out a 4.7 inch iPhone and a 5.5 inch iPhone. The only downside with that is that I think with the 4 inch, this is my iPhone 5C right here, I can barely reach over the whole screen with my thumb here. So if I compare this one to perhaps a Samsung S3 or something like that, I think the iPhone 6 will be pretty much in the same size as a well, I think Samsung is the S3 is actually 4.8 inch, I think, but anyway, it's kind of the same. I can't reach all over the display on a S3, so I imagine I can't do it on an iPhone 6 either. So for me it's kind of important to reach all the screen with my thumb here, because when I'm driving my car, or I don't I don't find it very good to I have to use my finger all the time. So I don't think, for me, I don't think well, maybe iPhone 6 could work, but iPhone 6 Plus, no, not a chance. I mean, it's identical to iPad Mini, almost. I mean, not iPad Mini is of course bigger, but the functionality is pretty much the same. Even though the iPhone 6 Plus has a fingerprint sensor, of course, and it's a cell phone, and the iPad Mini is not, but you get my idea of the whole thing. So I guess I'm kind of that guy that likes it more smaller, better to use, be able to reach all the stuff on the display right there, sending text messages and all that kind of stuff. So I know that of course people like when when the phones are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but nah, that's not the case for me. And also this one fits exactly in my pocket, and it's it's not hard to carry around anyway. So I really think I will stick around with my iPhone 5S and my iPhone 5C for a couple of years more, well, maybe a year or so. I don't see a reason why I should get a new iPhone 6, because it's not that much difference than the iPhone 5S. Maybe the difference is that it's a little bit bigger, a new iOS, but that will be available on this one as well. It's of course thinner than the 5S, and the battery capacity is of course better in the iPhone 6. This one I have to charge every night, and also the previous models that I had, the iPhone 4S, the iPhone 4, iPhone 3GS, and you get it. I have to charge every night. And of course the fingerprint sensor will be a little bit better in the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus. I think in iPhone 5s, I think it works great for me at least. I heard some people complaining about the sensor will not open the phone correctly and that kind of stuff. But for me, it's working perfectly. So one thing that is very good about the iPhone 6 is that the connector for the charging plug right there is the same, and that's good because the Apple geeks can use the same accessories that they're using for the other Apple products, so that's kind of cool. But I don't really see the idea of why making a cell phone that is 5.5 inch. I mean, that's a hell of a big phone. I mean, it's almost like walking around with an iPad stuffed up in your ear like this. Uh, I don't see it. I don't think that's very good. So, oops, seems like I got a mail right here. So let me check this out. Nothing cool. Anyway, I don't think I will buy the new iPhones. I don't really think so. And by the way, with the iOS 8, I think that's a great idea. I haven't really done my homework on exactly what the update's going to be. I know when the iOS 7 came out, pretty much about a year ago, that changed the look of the whole iOS a little bit. I don't think that iOS 8 will be so much different than the iOS 7. I actually installed the test version of iOS 7 over a year ago when it first came out. I think it was like a beta version or something like that. So that was a lot of difference than the real iOS 7 that came out about a year ago. What about the prices on the iPhone 6? I think the prices is actually reaching the top now for a cell phone. Some people would say it's not worth it at all. I'd say that the iPhone 6 actually is in pretty much the same price range as this one when this one first came out, the iPhone 5s. Maybe a little bit higher, but looking on the price on the iPhone 6 Plus, sorry, I think it's way out of range. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to make a cell phone in that price range because I think people will be satisfied with the iPhone 6, and maybe instead of buying the iPhone 6 Plus, I think they would maybe be looking into an iPad mini with a Retina or something like that. And by the way, the Retina, the new iPhone will have a very cool full HD Retina display, and that's I think that's awesome. Also something just little that I noticed on the new iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus is that I'm not really sure about the iPhone 6, but on the Plus version I noticed that the lens right here is actually sticking out from the phone. So that means when the phone is lying flat on a surface like this, that means that this little ring that will be maybe a millimeter or something like that out from the phone will actually, well, I think it could be easy to break the phone because it will be quite some distance between the table and the phone itself. So I don't think that's a great idea. They could have made the phone 1 millimeter, well, not maybe 1 millimeter, but almost 1 millimeter thicker to be able to get rid of that ring that is sticking out of the phone right there. I think maybe that's not the iPhone 6, but I know it's iPhone 6 Plus. I didn't really make my homework on that one, but I know something I noticed and I was thinking, well, that's stupid. I mean, why would they do something like that? And actually also the lens itself will be more stabilizing for shakiness and that kind of stuff, so that's cool. I don't see any more difference except from, you know, the design of the phone. It's the rounded edges, and the buttons is a little bit different, and you know, that's kind of cool. So I kind of disappointed because, as I said in a video when I just bought this phone, that I don't think a phone can contain any more than a phone does today. I mean, even though an iPhone or Samsung or whatever, you don't need anything more. I mean, it's a phone for calling someone, so I don't see a reason to really upgrade to a new iPhone or to a new phone in any way, because I have everything I need in this one. I mean, I don't need anything more. I can't really imagine that you don't need anything more either, because if you got a iPhone 5S or perhaps maybe an iPhone 5C, I think you're good to go. If you need anything bigger or anything better, I think you go with an iPad. So that's my my thoughts about it. I mean, you don't need anything else. These phones right here, the 5C and the 5S, have been working just fine for me for maybe about a year now. I'm very happy with these phones, and I will stick around with this one for at least a year more. So that's a little speech about the new iPhones. I'm waiting for the new iOS that will be available in maybe a week or two. Well, I think in the beginning of October, maybe. I don't remember what they said, but it's very close now. So I'm looking forward to that. So I don't really think there is anything more about the Apple thing right there. What else has been going on here? I have been building a little bit on my music studio. I still have a lot of more things to do. I've been very busy and haven't really been feeling so good lately. I don't know what's going on. Maybe that's some kind of, I don't know. I've been feeling kind of strange the last few months here, so. But I got some medication now, and I feel a little bit better, I have to say. I have my workshop. I've been working on my BMW. It's a diesel with a diesel engine, and the turbocharger just blown away. So I got a new turbocharger, and I'll make a video about that, a separate video about that. I haven't really bought any new musical gear. I got my Gibson Explorer government series. I am with the dirty finger pickups. Yeah, they sound awesome. I got my Gibson Les Paul Standard 2012 model. I took away the original pickups and I put in some EMGs. The guitar sounds totally awesome now. So that's pretty much what I'm using. So yeah, and I got my custom designed Laney iron hearts with custom design on them. So I'm very happy to have those. I have two Laney iron hearts, 120H. Can you imagine? Two fat amplifiers, two Laney iron hearts. That's amazing. I can blow the roof out of this house whenever I want to. If I'm running them in stereo, and oh, I don't want to talk about it. You can't have anything better than that. I must be rich or something. Well, at least it looks like I'm a rich bastard. Anyway, so I'll be back in another video. This has been running for, holy shit, 14 minutes. I gotta stop now. So I see you in the next video. Bye!